Hi everyone, thanks for joining Let's Talk with Shayna. I'm Shayna and today our live is going to be a little different than normal. So today we're doing a bit of a giveaway for our general Q&A session. So today I'm just going to be constantly encouraging all of you to leave your comments and questions below, and I will be answering all of the questions there. But the fun part about today is that every question that is asked will go towards a giveaway that we will be announcing at the end of this call. So every single person that asks a question, their name will be put into this giveaway. And the question is unlimited as long as it's appropriate. You can ask about me. You can ask about by Wow Skin Science. You can ask about our products, about our policies. You could honestly ask anything that you can think of that is appropriate. We want to stay nice and kind to each other, of course, in your questions, but just have your questions pop below and we will have those answered for you for a chance to be entered into our giveaway. And the giveaway prize is that 3 people will be selected at the end of this video to have a free product of their choice sent out to them. No cost to them whatsoever, not even shipping. So that will be your prize at the end of this call. At the end of this video, and I am just giving a minute for everyone to start joining, and I see lots of hellos in the comments. Hello. Now just so you know, a comment will not put your name into the draw. A question, so only questions are going to put you in towards our giveaway for the end of the video. And just in case some people are just joining us, the giveaway prize is that 3 people at the end of this call are going to be selected to have a product of their choice sent out to them. Now, if you are one of the names that we select at the end of this, we are just going to ask that you reach out to our customer service line with your shipping address and your email address. But I'll remind you again at the end when we announce the winners. But our email address is help@wowskinscience.com, and that's where we'll need your info. But once again, I'll remind you at the end of the call. So I'm seeing lots of people joining now, so that's awesome. Thank you so much for joining me today. I had some buffer questions prepared, but it doesn't look like we'll need them. So that's awesome. So we have a Sweetie J asking, I like to know the best products for hair growth, please. So for that, we have a few different options for you. If you're looking for like a shampoo and conditioner, we have 3 that are really good for helping stimulate hair growth and prevent hair loss. That is our apple cider vinegar shampoo and conditioner, the coconut milk shampoo and conditioner, and the Moroccan argan oil shampoo and conditioner. So the reason why those 3 products are really good to help stimulate hair growth and prevent hair loss is because they have these 2 ingredients in them called saw palmetto and nettle leaf extract. So if you're looking at a product and it has one of those 2 ingredients in it, that'll help stimulate hair growth and prevent hair loss. If you're looking for like a hair oil or something like that, I always like recommending our 10-in-1 line or our black seed hair oil. Those 2 are really good for helping with hair growth. But thank you for your question, sweetie. And let's see what else we got. So let's see. Okay, so we have Jenny asking, how can I maximize hair growth with shampoo and oils? So as I mentioned, answering the last question is making sure that you have that saw palmetto or nettle leaf extract in the shampoo or the hair oil. That ingredient really helps with that. Excuse me. And then for like shampooing and stuff like that, also trying to keep anything like breakage at bay or anything of that nature, because some people don't realize that their hair loss actually is just their hair breaking and it's not necessarily falling out from the root. But if you are someone who's having that hair loss from the root, just being really gentle as you're shampooing, getting something like our scalp massage brush really helps, because sometimes your nails can really like pick and pull at your scalp, but using something with like silicone bristles, tends to be a lot more gentle. And just staying on top of like a hydration treatment with the hair oils and things like that. Some people will do a deep treatment overnight, like once a week, but you might need twice a week, things like that. So just really staying on top of your hair care routine and making sure that those products have that saw palmetto and nettle leaf extract in it. And that's how you can kind of maximize your hair growth with shampoo and hair oils. Now I see another question from Amber asking, is the green tea shampoo a clarifying shampoo? Yes. So I typically recommend the green tea shampoo for people who experience like dandruff and have a bit of a problem with like hydration in their scalp and things of that nature. But it does also help clarify your scalp without being too aggressive, I guess you could say. So I find that it's really good for that. So thank you for your question, Amber. Now let's see what our next question is. Okay, so I have Wendy asking, I didn't realize all the amazing products that are that there actually are. Is there a serum slash oil? So if you're looking for like a hair growth serum or oil, conventionally, no, but we do have a lot of products that help with hair growth. So as I mentioned, the 10-in-1 hair growth, the 10-in-1 hair oil or hair revitalizer, those will help stimulate hair growth and prevent hair loss, as well as the black seed hair oil, but we don't call them like hair growth serums or oils, but they do help with those concerns. But if you're looking for like a skin serum, we have a few different options. We have the vitamin C face serum, as well as I do typically put the hyaluronic acid water gel in the serum category, even though it's technically a moisturizer, but it does a lot of the same wonderful things that a serum will. So that kind of tackles hair and skin. So yes, but no, to answer your question. But thank you for that question, Wendy. Next, we have Angela asking, what's the best product to use for itchy skin? So for itchy skin, it does depend on the cause of the itchy skin. So that's always a good thing that you might want to just reflect and see within yourself. But some different options of what can cause itchy skin is if it has like some kind of buildup on it, like if you're using too much product. There's also if you have a lot of dry skin. But if you're more so in the category of having a lot of buildup, it's always really good to like exfoliate and detox. So if you're finding that it's your scalp that's itchy, having a clarifying detoxing shampoo such as the apple cider vinegar or the activated charcoal or the green tea, one of those three will help with like an itchy scalp. But if you find that it's like your body skin or your face skin, exfoliating is a huge thing. It'll help get rid of anything that might be clogging your pores, causing that itching and that irritation, as well as moisturizing. Mind you, if it is that you think you're using too much product, maybe something a little lighter, like we have an aloe vera body lotion. That one tends to leave your skin feeling a little bit lighter, while the body butters do kind of lather on a little bit thicker, and that can sometimes cause itchiness if you're using too much of something. So it honestly does depend on what's causing the itch. So thank you for that question, Angela. Ooh, excuse me. And I do want to move on to our next one. We have Wendy asking, are you coming out with new shampoo and conditioner sets? Gonna be honest with you, I personally don't know the answer to that. We have a few things that we are talking about, but they are kind of hush-hush. But from what I can tell you right now, not that I'm aware of, but definitely still keep an eye out. We have new announcements all the time, so definitely keep an eye out for that. So thank you for that question, Wendy. Let's see what else we got. We got lots and lots of questions, so thank you all for throwing those out there into the mix. Let me just see here. I'm just checking a few of our technical difficulties. I want to make sure everyone is able to get their questions out there. Let's see. Okay. So I do see that there's a lot of people on Instagram asking questions, and we're having some problems viewing them right now. So if you are watching on Instagram, definitely feel free to jump over to our Facebook line, just because we are having a bit of a problem viewing them right now. We're not really sure why, but we are trying to get to the bottom of it. We have a team behind the scenes that's trying to tackle that concern. But if you're really worried about getting your question in, definitely make sure that you are jumping onto Facebook. We'll definitely try our best to still grab those Instagram uh, questions, but it does seem like there's a bit of a technical difficulty happening there. So if I'm not ignoring your question, it's just that we can't see it. So once again, Instagram people, hop on over to Facebook if you're able to, just because we're having some problems seeing your questions, and I don't want to miss you. Um, but continuing on with the questions that I am able to see, I have, what can I do to make my hair much thicker because it's really thin as I get older, from Desiree. So for that, once again, it is really just making sure that you're using a product that is designed to help stimulate hair growth and prevent hair loss. Ones that have saw palmetto and nettle leaf extract. My personal favorite, one that I found that really left my hair feeling like it had more volume and more thickness to it. I found that the coconut milk was really, really good for that. The coconut milk shampoo and conditioner, sorry. So if you are looking for something like that, I would definitely recommend using those products there, as it can help just make it so that everything is a little bit thicker and more voluminous. So thank you for that question there. Let's see what we have next. Okay. I see that we have a question from Pamela. Know if there's any chance that you have. Okay, so I can't see all of Pamela's question from my technical team, so I am just gonna see if I can grab that one again. Pamela, your name will still go into the giveaway. I just can't fully see your question, so I'll definitely have them grab that for me, just because it's cut off a little bit for me, but your name will still go into the giveaway, and I will try my best to get your question as well, Pamela. So I do apologize for that, but I want to jump to our next question from Lisa. How can I restore bleached blonde hair? So first and foremost, you want to really, really be getting moisture back into your hair. So I typically recommend for anyone who is dealing with like a lot of chemical overload for their hair, is to have a moisturizing routine and a detoxing routine that you can kind of alternate between. So for you, you might need two different kinds of shampoos. You might need something like the coconut milk or Moroccan argan oil, which are going to give you that moisture to really help bounce your hair back from the bleach. But then also having something like the activated charcoal or the apple cider vinegar that's going to help detox all those chemicals and things like that. And just switching between the two, maybe doing a detox once a week, and then really just staying on top of that moisture treatment. I do know one of our representatives here at Wow Skin Science, she also has a similar concern as you, and she really, really loves the 10-in-1 products, the 10-in-1 hair oil and the 10-in-1 hair revitalizer. Both of those really, really help with bleached hair. So thank you for your question, Lisa. Now I want to move on to our next one is Carla. How often should the apple cider products be used? So this is kind of across the board for all of our shampoo and conditioners. We do typically recommend 2 to 3 times a week, which pans out to be about every other day. But that's how often you should be shampooing and conditioning. If you are someone who has a lifestyle that needs every day, that is okay. But you might find that you need to shampoo for a shorter amount of time or anything like that. But we do encourage you to try your best to go with every other or further apart. Now, if you're doing like skincare is always good to do the morning and the evening. So if you're using the apple cider vinegar face wash, that's how often you'd want to be using it. So thank you for your question, Carla. Alrighty. I see Donna saying, I need help with my curly hair. So for that, you are going to want to make sure that you are getting a lot of hydration into your hair. Unfortunately, we don't have any styling products, but I find having the 10-in-1 leave-in conditioner really helps people with curly hair, as well as the some kind of like hair oil to also benefit it when you are styling your hair, just so that you're getting a moisture treatment while you're also putting your styling products in there. I do have a video coming out next week. Now it is called are you sure that you have are you sure you have straight hair? But there is a few tips in there that are really good for helping with curly hair, because it is about encouraging straight hair to be wavy. So it is worth a look for you, Donna, so definitely keep an eye out for that video that's coming out next week. But thank you for your question. Okay, and then I have Sweetie asking how many different products are available in all of the categories. So how many? There are so many to choose from, but all of our different categories is we have hair care, skin care, and essential oils. Within our hair care, we have like shampoos, conditioners, hair oils, leave-in conditioners, things of that nature. In our skincare, we have face wash, face lotions, face serums, body washes, body butters, body lotions. We have a massage oil. So that's kind of our skincare. And then for our essential oils, it's exactly that. It's just a whole bunch of essential oils available. We have some that are pre-blends, so they are a whole bunch of essential oils put together. And then there's some that are just pure essential oils that are just like the one scent. But those are all of our different categories. But I would definitely encourage you to go to wowskinscience.com and take a look at all of the products we have, because there's a lot. And I probably have missed some. So I got an Instagram question. Do you all have essential oils, and can you use it on your body? So yes, we do have essential oils. Now they are pure essential oils. So I do recommend to dilute them with something like coconut oil or a unscented body lotion or something like that, just because putting pure essential oils directly on the skin can sometimes cause irritation. So you are going to want to make sure that you do have some kind of carrier to mix the essential oil in. So if you have an unscented body lotion, that would be perfect for it. But absolutely, you can use our essential oils on your body. So thank you for that question there. And then we have Wendy asking, is the 10-in-1 oil for hair and skin? The 10-in-1 hair oil, I do recommend to only use on your hair, but it is still hydrating. Like, it is something, it's not going to do damage to your skin, but I would encourage you to stick it just to your hair. If you're looking for an oil that you can use on your hair and your skin, we do have a apple cider vinegar mist tonic, but that one's out of stock right now. And then we also have the castor oil. That one is really great for hair and skin use. So if that's something you're interested in, I would definitely recommend the castor oil for you, Wendy. But thank you for your question. We have Lisa, are all of these natural products? Our products are entirely natural-based ingredients. They are FDA approved. They're vegan. So they all are great for if you're someone who uses natural products. So thank you for your question, Lisa. Then we have Pamela. Can you use the Uptan scrub every day? Yes, you totally could. You shouldn't need to exfoliate that often. Like, if you're really, really wanting to be on top of exfoliation, I wouldn't say more than every other day. But honestly, it's whatever your body is used to. I wouldn't recommend someone to use it every single day, but if your body's used to that, you could. But I would say no more than every other day if I was to recommend a use for you. I typically say to do once a week for the exfoliation scrub. So that's what I would recommend, but of course it's whatever you're comfortable with within your body. So thank you for that question, Pamela. Awesome. Okay. I just want to try and get through these, and I don't want to keep everyone here for super, super long, so I do apologize if it seems like I'm going really quick or anything like that. I just want to try and get to everyone's questions. Okay. So I have another Instagram question. What's the best product for hair growth? So the best product for hair growth is those products that have the saw palmetto or nettle leaf extract in them. So for shampoo and conditioner, I recommend the apple cider vinegar shampoo, the coconut milk shampoo and conditioner, the Moroccan argan oil shampoo and conditioner. All of those have the saw palmetto and nettle leaf extract, as well as I do recommend the 10-in-1 hair oil, the 10-in-1 hair revitalizer, and the black seed hair oil. Those three are really good for hair growth as well. So thank you for that question. And excuse me. So we have, does the face cleanser help with acne? So we do have some that do help with acne. I typically recommend the apple cider vinegar one for people who experience acne. But if you're similar to myself, where it's like most of your acne is cleared up, you might have a few breakouts here and there, but you have a lot of scarring, I typically recommend the vitamin C face wash for that. So it does depend on your specific skincare concerns, like if oil's your problem, if like moisture is your problem, like dry skin, if you're combination skin, it does depend. But across the board, I do tend to recommend acne skin concerns for apple cider vinegar and scarring skin concerns for vitamin C. And if you're kind of a mix of both, why not alternate? So thank you for that question. And then we have, do you have deep hydrating products? My hair always feels dry even after I use the oils. So we used to have hair masks that were really, really good for hydration. It's something that we have been out of stock of for a while just because we are having some ingredients shortages with our manufacturer, but it is something that we are hoping to get back in stock, is our hair masks. And they tend to be really, really good for a deep hydration. But in the meantime, you could do a treatment like such as the deep treatment for the hair oils, but you could also take your conditioner and leave it in for an extended amount of time. So rather than doing what you normally would in the shower, you could put it in and then just leave it in for like a half an hour to an hour and then rinse it out. That can be a nice stand-in for a hair mask. But fingers crossed we get those available and out to you guys again soon. But that's what I would recommend. It's just unfortunate that we are out of stock right now for that deep hydration of those hair masks, specifically because you're already using those hair oils. So I do apologize for that, but definitely keep an eye out for them because hopefully we can get them back out for you soon. So another question is, what is the red onion shampoo set good for? So the red onion one, it's a great hydrator. So it's one of those ones that if you aren't really concerned about hair loss, but you're more so concerned about hair breakage, or you want to thicken your hair rather than worry about like the hair fall, I typically recommend the red onion shampoo. And the reason why I'm talking about like hair loss and everything with it is because this one doesn't have the saw palmetto and nettle leaf extract in it. But because of the red onion extract, it works really, really well as like a protective barrier. If you are somewhere that's really humid or just anywhere that might be really, really harsh to your hair, like if you're super cold or if you're super warm, you're going to have some kind of effect on your hair. And the red onion shampoo kind of helps protect it, as well as it is just great at moisturizing because of that extract in there. So those are the main things that I recommend it for like hydration and things of that nature, as well as just protecting from the elements of the world. So that's what I recommend the red onion shampoo for most of the time. Okay, so Wendy is asking, are you all going to come out with WOW soap? So I do know we have talked a little bit about expanding our products to be a little similar to what we have available with our WOW India line. But they haven't confirmed with us which things are coming out in what order. So when it comes to questions in regards to what is going to be launched soon, unfortunately, I don't have a lot of intel that I can share with you in regards to that. But it is always good to express interest in products such as soap, because it is always good to know what you all are wanting us to bring over to make available in the USA. So thank you for that, Wendy. And continuing on, we have Carol. How often is it recommended to use the vitamin C facial foaming cleanser. So I typically recommend for all of your face washes to use it in the morning and in the evening. So if vitamin C is the one you're using, you're going to want to be doing it that often, just because overnight you'd be surprised how much your skin can build up overnight, as well as while you sleep tends to be when your body will shed a lot of your dead skin cells. So you are going to want to make sure that you are washing your face in the morning to get rid of all of that. And then obviously, just like your day wear and tear, you're going to want to wash off at the end of the day. So just across the board for all of our face washes, you're going to want to be doing that morning and night. So thank you for that, Carol. And let's see. Pamela, can I use castor oil for eczema? So for that, just because eczema is technically like a medical concern, I do always recommend to consult with a dermatologist or a medical professional of some kind, but it is always good to hydrate eczema. I know I have some spots of it myself, and I do like using things such as the castor oil or the body lotions, the body butters. So you absolutely can use it. I would still consult your medical professional just to make sure it's a good fit for your specific eczema, but that is what I would definitely say in regards to that and what I am able to as a non-medical professional. But thank you for that, Pamela. So let's go to our next question. We have Ronnie asking, what is the difference between the 10-in-1 oils? So the difference between our two 10-in-1 products, the 10-in-1 hair oil and the 10-in-1 hair revitalizer, is the hair revitalizer is a leave-in conditioner. So it's one of those things that you can wear throughout the day, and it is a lot lighter. It doesn't make your hair feel as heavy as a hair oil would, but the 10-in-1 hair oil is a bit thicker, so it is going to go on a little bit thicker. It is going to have a little bit more weight to it, but when it comes to the benefits that it offers, both of them are pretty similar. So it's just a matter of whether you like that lighter feeling that you can wear throughout the day or that heavier feeling that you can put on at night. It's more so just like use throughout the day. So that's the main difference between them, is how it leaves your hair feeling heavy or light. So thank you, Ronnie, for your question. We have Sweetie asking, how many times this apple cider vinegar shampoo and conditioner can be used in a week? Okay, so for the shampoos just across the board, including the apple cider vinegar, we do recommend 2 to 3 times a week, so it pans out to be about every other day. But if you want to go less than that, absolutely you can do that. If you're just using it as like a detox product rather than your main shampoo and conditioner, I typically recommend about once a week. So that is what I personally recommend when it comes to that. But that's just across the board for all of our shampoos, 2 to 3 times a week or once a week if you're using it as like a special treatment thing. So thank you. And I see a hello to everyone. So thank you for your warm welcome, Mindy. And let me see what other questions we have. And I do apologize if I'm missing any. Your name will still go into the giveaway draw. I'm just trying to get as many questions as I am. I can see that we have already been answering questions for about a half an hour. So I am going to say we'll give it about 15 more minutes. If your comment is not in by 3:45 if you're in Eastern Standard Time, 12:45 if you're in Pacific Standard Time, unfortunately, your name won't be able to be into the draw just because this is all done live. But we'll keep trekking through our questions there. So Wendy is asking, are y'all going to come out with a chapstick? So same answer as all of the other questions about when we're going to come out with things is I can't fully answer that. I do not know. I don't know if we even have a chapstick, even part of our India line. But unfortunately, when it comes to when we will be releasing things, I'm not able to disclose that, / I'm not fully aware. So unfortunately, that is my answer, not answer to you, Wendy. So just in regards to anything, when anything is coming out, I don't fully know. So Amber's question is, what is your favorite WOW product? So my personal favorite WOW product, I would have to say probably the coconut milk shampoo and conditioner. I think that one's my favorite. It's either that one or like any of the vitamin C products. I love all of the vitamin C ones. They smell great. They feel great. They're really helping me with my skincare concerns. But the coconut milk shampoo and conditioner, I just really like it because it checks all of my boxes when it comes to hair care concerns. So I do totally understand that some people might like other products more. But for me and my body and my needs, those are my favorite. So thank you for asking that, Amber. Thanks. So let's see what other questions we have. Okay. Paula, when is the eye serum coming out? So same answer as before when it comes to when things are released. I do not know. So I won't be able to answer those questions. I wish I could, but unfortunately I don't. If you're looking for something that does help with like, I like to call them smile lines as I have them myself, but just like wrinkles around the eyes and stuff like that. We do have a retinal cream that's really nice for that. But I unfortunately can't answer when we will have an eye serum coming out. And same answer for the next question of Nicole asking when will there be a kids line? So once again, unfortunately, I do not know. I do know it's something that the India line does have, so it's just a matter of whether there's interest or not here. So if you do have interest, definitely express it so that we know at Wow Skin Science what you want us to bring here to the US. Alrighty, well, thank you for that. And our next question is, do you recommend to use just one certain product for oily skin? I've been alternating between the vitamin C and the coconut skincare. So for oily skin, I actually typically recommend the apple cider vinegar line. So that's what I recommend for oily skin, but I also am a huge supporter for alternating between products. Some people say that their body and stuff like that can get used to something. So that's why they like to alternate it. I just like it because then you get the benefits of multiple different things in your routine. So vitamin C, always recommend it for specifically like oily skin or anything like that because citrus does have like a bit of a drying property to it, so it should help with the oily skin. But the apple cider vinegar, sorry, the apple cider vinegar face wash, that one's really good for oily skin, mainly because it is a detoxing face wash. So that's what I would recommend for you. Our next question is Pamela asking, I'd like to know if you're creating a new scrub. So from what I'm aware of, we are not. But once again, if there's any products that you are interested in having and you want us to create, express interest. Get other people to express interest. That way we know what we need to bring out into the world for all of you. But when it comes to the scrub, same answer kind of as before of when are you releasing things. I don't really know. But if I ever do know, I will let you know. So keep an eye on our Wow Skin Science page for any kind of announcements like that. So our next question is, what is the best product for bleach blonde hair? So same answer as before. You are going to want to make sure that you're getting like a moisture treatment and all that kind of stuff in there. So I would recommend like the coconut milk or the Moroccan argan oil or the red onion or the rose shampoo. There's so many different options. But it does depend on what else is going on in your hair, what other concerns you have. But generally, those would be the products that I could recommend. Definitely make sure that you're getting like a hair oil kind of moisture treatment into your routine, as well as like a leave-in conditioner that you can wear throughout the day. All in all, when it comes to like chemical treatments, you just really, really want to make sure you got moisture in that hair. So for your bleach blonde hair, moisture, 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 that is all I can just scream from the rooftops for your bleach blonde hair. So thank you for your question, Lisa. Next, we have Stephanie asking, what is the best way to use the coconut water cream, the retinal face cream, and the coconut toner? So when it comes to like order-wise and all that, I would say do the coconut toner first. Let your skin absorb it, soak it in. And then for the face creams, you could do either order, whichever order you want, but you would do one, let it dry, then the other. I personally find that if you're mixing products when they're not fully dry on your skin, I find that it just doesn't do as well. You're not absorbing all of those benefits. Realistically, you could mix them. It's not a big deal. I just personally like to let them dry in between, and I find it the most beneficial myself. So I personally have like a little fan that I'll use, or I will do other things in between my routine. As you can see in my nighttime routine that I posted a few weeks ago, like I'll brush my teeth while something's drying and stuff like that. So that's how I'd recommend to use it, just kind of in the order of things. Definitely make sure you're washing your face before all of that. So thank you, Stephanie. All right, and I have Mindy asking, what is the best for fine line on your face? So if you're referring to like discoloration or wrinkles, for wrinkles, I would recommend like the retinol cream or the hyaluronic acid water gel, just making sure you're getting that moisture back into your skin after you've washed it. As well as the vitamin C, I find really helps like with tightening your skin, the vitamin C line. So that's kind of what I would recommend for if you're referring to like wrinkles and things like that. But if you mean like discoloration, and that's why you have a fine line, then I would say that as well. Basically, the vitamin C line is going to help with any kind of discoloration and tightening, and the hyaluronic acid water gel, very similar as well. And then the retinol cream is specifically designed to help reverse signs of aging. So that's what I would recommend for like fine lines and things like that. And Wendy asking, are you coming out with new lotions? So once again, I'm not able to answer when things are being released or what we're in the process of like experimenting with and creating for you, mainly because I'm not fully privy to that information. That's the main reason why, but definitely keep an eye on our Wow Skin Science page to see any kind of like announcements or anything like that. Those random polls that we do in the VIP group, those are for a reason. So definitely answer those truthfully and put in any kind of recommendations that you're wanting in those, so that we can know what you're interested in getting. So thank you. We have Stephanie, is the face cleanser good for fighting acne? So yes, we have a few different that are really great for fighting acne. The top one that I recommend is the apple cider vinegar. I always recommend the apple cider vinegar foaming face wash for people with acne. If you are interested in having more than one at a time, throwing in the vitamin C one as well. I'm someone who deals with adult acne myself, and I personally alternate between a few different products. Right now I'm using the Uptan face wash, and I find that it really helps, but I keep on getting reeled right back to those two, the apple cider vinegar and the vitamin C. Those two are my old reliables. I always go back to them, and I'm someone who struggles with acne myself. So those are what I would recommend for that. Next we have Carla, is the Wow Skin Science coming out with a diffuser for its essential oils? We did used to carry one. There wasn't a lot of interest. It was one of our lower selling products, so we unfortunately did discontinue it. It was just like a little necklace that had a little cotton pad in it that you would drop the essential oils in and then wear your necklace. In regards to like an air diffuser, once again, same answer as before of what we're coming out with, not privy to that information, but I did know we used to carry jewelry diffusers, and not a lot of people were interested in them, purchasing them, so they were discontinued, unfortunately. But if you and many, many others are still interested, definitely make sure to let us know, and maybe we'll bring it back. So thank you for that question. Next, we have Desiree asking, I already have the shampoo and conditioner. Oh, sorry, that wasn't a question. I read it as if it was. I already have the shampoo and conditioner. Thanks so much. Alrighty, and then Wendy asking, are you coming out with sunscreen? Same question as before. I unfortunately am not privy to that information. Wish I was, but definitely keep an eye on our Facebook page for any kind of announcements like that. Marie, what's the best face cream for forehead lines? So that one, forehead lines, I treat them very, very similar to wrinkles. So for that, you are going to want like the retinol cream, the hyaluronic acid water gel, anything that's going to really help moisturize your skin, and tighten your skin. So those products there that I mentioned are great for that. So thank you for your question. Now we have Patricia. How can one determine new growth from broken strands? I will have to go more in depth about that in a separate video, but to give the short answer, short and sweet, you do tend to notice the new strands in new spots. Like, I know personally, I used to have really, really thin hair right here and here. I always called them my little devil's peaks. um, but then I started seeing like little tiny hairs coming out of there. But I didn't really have hair there before. It is entirely natural to shed hair and have breakage and things like that. Breakage you'll tend to notice is in like the length of your hair rather than up here. And then new growth obviously is going to be coming from up here, and you're going to see it up at the top more so than throughout the length of your hair. But it is entirely natural to like shed hair and things like that. So don't be entirely alarmed when hair is falling out in the shower. If it's a lot, then of course be alarmed. But it is natural to shed hair. It is natural to lose hair. And you'll notice growth from that as well. But I always say, like, keep an eye on your trouble zones. So for me, here and here, and when I started to notice little sprouts in there, I still have like little baby hairs that like come down and things like that from using this shampoo and conditioner with Wow Skin Science. But that's kind of the best advice I can get for like tracking it down, is looking in your trouble areas for the new growth, and breakage will tend to be in the length of your hair. So I hope that answered your question, but I can go more in depth in a later video for that one. Okay, and then I have Pamela asking, are you creating new scrubs? Same as before. I wish I knew. I do not. I can't answer that. I am so sorry. We have Kay asking, what is the red onion shampoo and conditioner good for? So the red onion one, it's a great moisturizer, and it does really help protect your hair from the elements of the world. So if you live somewhere that has really dry air, it's going to help with that. If you protect against that. If you live somewhere that's really humid, it's going to protect against that. If you live somewhere really, really cold, it's going to help protect against that. So I tend to recommend our red onion products for protecting against the elements, as well as it is a great moisturizer. So there is that. We have Ronnie asking, what is the best for oily, thin hair? Excuse me. For oily, thin hair, the apple cider vinegar face wash is always, always, always what I recommend. If you're not a huge fan of apple cider vinegar, we do also have the activated charcoal and keratin, which is really, really good for that as well. That shampoo, it doesn't have the saw palmetto and nettle leaf extract, though. That's the main difference between the two. So my top recommender is always the apple cider vinegar when it comes to oily, thin hair. So we have Yavanda asking, when will the hair masks come back? So right now we are experiencing a shortage in ingredients at our manufacturer for why they haven't been back in stock. But we are hoping that soon that will release and we'll be able to continue bringing those products out to you. That's another reason why the 10-in-1 Mist Tonic has also been out of stock for a very, very long time. But it is something that we are actively trying to get back out to you. It's just a matter of working what's available to us right now. So we're hoping soon. So definitely keep an eye out for that announcement. Okay, and I have Jenny asking, what would you suggest for extremely dry skin? So for extremely dry skin, specifically on the face, exfoliate like crazy, well, not like crazy, but exfoliate and moisturize. So we do have our Uptan face and body scrub. I would definitely recommend to add that to your like skin washing routine. And then when it comes to moisturizing, to be totally honest, any one of our face moisturizers would be really good, and you are going to want to make sure it is based off of what your other skincare concerns are, such as like combination, age spots, wrinkles, anything like that. You do want to make sure that you are taking those into consideration when picking a face cream. But any of our face creams, you really want to make sure you have a moisturizer in your hair, in your skincare routine. Sorry. So thank you for that question. But yeah, so throwing that exfoliator into your routine. And then we have Paula. Can you apply the vitamin C serum on your eyelids? The way that I personally apply the serum that does in turn get to my eyes as well is I will apply it everywhere else on my face rub it in, and then like in the last little bit I would put it on my eyelids. So I never put it directly on my eyelids, just because getting that directly into your eye isn't great. Just because it is vitamin C, it's a citrus. It's gonna burn. So it's something that you don't really want to be putting directly near your eye, but I personally just like gently and casually spread it near my eye. So definitely do it with caution, but I personally do. But I do it after I put it everywhere else on my face, and just like that little bit that's left residue on my hands, I'll put over my eyelids. But I wouldn't put it directly on, Paula. So thank you for your question. And Wendy asking, can you use the Uptan face and body scrub every day? I personally recommend to only be doing it about every other day. I wouldn't go as far as doing every day. But once again, if your body's used to that and that's what your body wants, you can. But I wouldn't recommend to anyone to do more than every other day. So thank you for that. I do just want to see here how many questions we have left, because I am going to have to do the cutoff for the draw here, because we are currently at 3:45. Now, I do apologize. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to all of the questions, just because we do have so many today, and I really, really do appreciate all of you participating and putting those questions there. We will still answer them, just in a form of a response rather than in the form of this video. Your name will still go into the draw. But we will have to circle back and respond to your comment through a typing fashion rather than in this video, just because I'm looking at how many questions I have left, and it looks like I'm not going to be able to get through them all, because there are still quite a few. But I'll answer a few more just to give the behind the scenes team a chance to collect everyone's names. But this is officially the cutoff for being a part of our giveaway draw, just because it is now past 3:45 or 12:45 if you're Pacific Standard Time. So this is our cutoff. I'll still answer questions while my team just collects all of those last minute names there. But to continue our questions just for the next little bit while that happens, is we have Kay asking, what are the benefits of the hair mask? So it does depend on which hair mask you are using. They do have slight different benefits, but the general benefits of our hair masks is it's a really deep moisture treatment for your hair. I would argue even more so than the hair oils. But that's the main thing we use it for, is that moisture control. But depending on which one you're looking at, there are many different ones that you can pick from. But generally, it's just a really deep moisture treatment for you. And then we have Angela, is the tea tree oil good for acne-prone skin and body acne? Absolutely. I am a sucker for tea tree oil myself for that exact reason. I tend to put a few drops in things here and there, face washes, face creams, but it's really good. It's one of those products that's great to just mix in with your skincare routine. So absolutely, I am a huge fan of that. So yes. Let's see what else we have. Okay, so I have Jenny asking, I'm older and have fine, thin hair. What can I use that won't weigh it down? So if you're looking for something that you can put on your hair after you've washed it, I typically recommend either our apple cider vinegar mist tonic, which we are unfortunately out of stock of right now, hoping to have it back soon. But other than that, the hair revitalizer is really great. It's not going to be super, super heavy on your hair or anything like that, but it is going to get you some moisture there, some texture, because we all know that when your hair is super fine and thin, you're fighting for texture. But if you're looking for something that's going to give you a bit more volume and things like that in the form of shampoo and conditioning, I would recommend the coconut milk shampoo and conditioner. That was the first thing I noticed when I tried it, is that my hair felt fuller and it had more volume to it. It felt thicker, and that was what I noticed when I first started using it, and a lot of other people are with me there. But the coconut milk is really good for that. So that's what I would recommend for you, Jenny. But of course, if you want to continue that conversation, definitely feel free to reach out to our customer service line. Alrighty. Okay, so it does look like we have our... Oh, let me just double check. Do I have all of my winners? Okay, I have one more winner to be selected and then I'll announce it. So with that being said, I am going to answer just one more question. Let me just scroll through quick, pick a good one. And as I said, we will still answer all of your questions just in the form of a comment rather than in the video. But let me see here. Who else do we got? Who else do we got? Okay, so I have Lisa asking, do you have men-specific products? Yes, we do. So we have our 10-in-1 products. That is, I'm sorry. Oh, I've said that so many times in the video. 2-in-1. That's what we meant to say. We have our 2-in-1 products. It is a shampoo and a body wash put together. It's specifically designed to have more masculine scents to it. However, so many men still use our other products as well, like the apple cider vinegar shampoo. I know is a huge seller for for our male customers. But if you're looking for something that does specifically target a male audience and it is specifically more of a masculine smell, our 2-in-1 products. So those are actually under our body care section on the website, in with the body washes, but it is a shampoo and a body wash in one. So thank you for that question, Lisa. And that is where I'll have to conclude all of our question answering, but we'll still get to them just in replying to your comments. So thank you all for your questions. I really, really do appreciate you participating with everything today. And now it's time for the moment you've all been waiting for. So for this, we do have our giveaway winners. We have 3 winners that get a choice of their product from wowskinscience.com. Any product that you can find there. Our big bundles where it's like multiple products in one, unfortunately, are excluded, but you get to pick one free item that will be sent out to you. If you are one of our 3 winners, we do ask that you reach out to our customer service line, which is help@wowskinscience.com. Or if you're more of a phone call person, our phone number is 855-790-9229. And just make sure that you are providing your shipping address and your email address. So, little drum roll, please. Do. Our first winner is, and do forgive my pronunciation, we have Deborah Martinez Cyprian. I do apologize for butchering your last name there. But Deborah, you are our first winner, so you get your pick of product from our website and just reach out to our customer service line so that we can get that sent out to you. Our second winner that was picked entirely at random, but all of these were at random. Our second winner is Stephanie Thompson. So congratulations to you two. Once again, you get your pick of the litter from our Wow Skin Science website. And our last but not least winner is Carol Roca Fisher. So we have our 3 winners, which is Carol Roca Fisher, Stephanie Thompson, and Deborah Martinez Spirian. I'm so sorry, I don't know how to say your last name. But those are our 3 winners. Please, please, please reach out to our customer service line with your shipping address and your email so that we can send out, as well as your pick of free item from wowskinscience.com. Thank you all for joining me today, and we will make sure to answer all of your questions that were missed. I am sorry that I couldn't get to everyone's questions, but I hope you all enjoy the rest of your week and into the weekend. Thank you all for joining me today. Thanks. Bye-bye.